and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Leah Jiba and I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm back to you guys with another interesting topic on hair. Of course, this week I will be talking about causes of hair damage. What are some of the things that you are doing to your hair that you're not even aware that is causing so much harm to it, what it feels like, what it looks like, and if you keep watching to the end, I will tell you what product to use to make sure you repair your hair. But before I get into it, beautiful people, I came across a very entertaining preacher on YouTube. His name is Pastor John Gray. I'm not going to tell you which exact message to listen to because I just want you to go with whichever one that your spirit may be craving for, whichever one is going to pop up to you. Select it and listen to it, and I'm sure you will be blessed. Let's get into it. Alright, so what are some of the common things that causes hair damage? Number one is bad product. Bad product like shampoo, conditioner, oils, hair pomade, all those home remedy treatments that you see on social media and then you try to do it for yourself. All these things does cause hair damage when it's not the right one. That is why, again, it is super important for you to know what is your hair texture and what is your hair type so you do not fall for all these things that you see on social media and for you to stop wasting your money. Number two is when you've decided to become a chameleon, meaning when you're doing too much of hair color and too much of bleaching. Now, when you have short hair, it's not that bad because what happens is that you're just gonna go and just cut it off and start all over. But if you have long natural hair and you keep changing your hair color all the time, let me tell you, yes, it does cause hair damage because what happens is that you're stripping away all the good stuff about your hair. And you're leaving the cuticles wide open and your hair becomes very fragile. Sometimes you might not be able to repair the damage and that will lead to you know, cutting off your hair, which I know some of you do not want to have short hair. Number three is when you think you're a Barbie, meaning too much manipulation of the hair. Today you're doing this style, tomorrow you're doing that style, you're changing hairstylists, you're all over the place. When you're combing your hair and you're not doing it the right way or you're brushing it. Remember, I mentioned in another video that you know, when you are natural and you're trying to comb your hair and your hair is dry and you do it, you're tearing the hair, so that obviously causes hair damage. Also, when you are doing lots of updos, you know, for people with natural hair, I don't have hair, so but I have noticed that when someone wants a cute afro puff, they will probably, you know, take gel or what's it called, the edge control, and take a brush and keep brushing and brushing and make it so super tight that they will literally have like a lift from the updo or yeah. And sometimes what happens with all these things is that you are stressing the hair shaft from the root. Give your hair a break. Get your hands out of your hair and let it breathe. Number four is too much of shampoo. Not only you're shampooing your hair too much, but you're also probably using the wrong shampoo. Now, there is the natural oil in our hair. So when you're over shampooing your hair, you're not only taking away the product that you apply to your hair, but you're also taking out the natural oil from your hair, which will leave your hair super dry. Just like, you know, I don't know if some of you have ever used what's it called, black soap. Like for the first time when I first started using black soap, it used to make my skin super dry and very tight, and obviously when you don't have the right product to apply to it, it leaves it it leaves it super dry. And that's the same thing for hair. So when you're taking out all the oils out of your hair and you're not putting back the right stuff to it to kind of replenish it, it does leave it to dryness and causes hair damage. Number five is when you are applying too much heat to your hair. All the irons out there in the blow dryer, when you do it every single day, I'm sure there are some people that will go to the shower and come out just because they have like the part of their hair is wet. They're gonna take blow dryer and just blow dry it. Or some people will, their hair is still wet, or they put so much oil in their hair and then they're going to go and flat iron it. That you're frying your hair, and sometimes there's not enough moisture in their hair, that with meaning when the hair is dry. So I mean, you can do it so many ways, but when you are over applying heat to your hair, it definitely leads or causes hair damage. All right, so how do you know if you have bad hair or your hair is damaged? It's going to be different for every other person, because we all don't have the same hair texture and hair type. So one way is for those ones who do or apply a lot of heat to their hair, if you take a little section, obviously your hair has to be straightened for you to do this test. You're gonna take a little section of your hair and twist it. Not like literally twist it, but you're going to twist it in between your fingers, and you will notice the split, the ends, or you notice ends poking out of the twist. That simply means that your hair has been damaged and you probably need a trim, or you need a good treatment, or probably just start all over. The other one is lack of moisture. So lack of moisture means you don't have enough oil in your hair, or you're not probably putting enough good product in your hair. And not all hair lacking moisture, like, you know, when your hair is looking dry, because it's just like our face. Some people have super dry skin, but that does not mean they have bad skin. It's just that's the way their skin is. So it's the same thing for hair. Your hair may be looking dry, but it does not always mean. But if you know that you are not putting good stuff in your hair and your hair is lacking moisture, then that's something that you need to change. The other one is your hair is looking dull, like dull shine. After deep conditioning, your hair is not looking the way you're expecting it to look. Obviously not high expectations, of course, but when your hair is just looking dull, like if you have black hair and you notice it's kind of like gray, not mature hair gray, but it's kind of looking grayish and it's not shining, that's definitely a hair, probably it's a hair damage as well. Now, the other one that I notice most of the time when I had hair is whenever I take a strand out, and while doing literally this to it, I don't know if you see, you keep doing this slowly to your hair shaft, you will notice there's like a ball in between it. You're probably going to be doing this and you stop. You're going to do it and you stop. So that is like a ring in between your hair shaft. That is also a sign of hair damage. Now, for the next one that I'm going to mention, it's kind of super hard for us that have natural hair because already our hair is always matted, always, you know, kind of together. But when it's extremely together and you take water and you put product in and you're still having a hard time detangling it, it can be that your hair is damaged and you need to go get a proper treatment for it to kind of release itself and breathe. Because what happened is that, you know, maybe there are other, you know, hair that has kind of caught on to it and it's kind of like all together. The other one is when you put your hand through your hair, or you comb your hair, or you wash your hair, and you keep seeing so much hair falling off, is another sign of hair damage. Now, I know that your ear is really itching you to find out what product I'm going to suggest to you for you to go buy. Beautiful people, let me be honest with you. I don't have any product to tell you to go buy. There are so many products in your washroom, your cupboards, so many products that you've probably bought, like, you know, during the year, or that you saw on social media, or someone told you go buy it and you went to buy it. I'm sure there was a reason, or someone convinced you to go buy that product. Now, what I'm going to ask of you is go back, pick one product that you think is good or might be good, and start using it. use it for 3 consecutive months. If you use it for 3 months straight and it's not working and you haven't seen any change in your hair, then that simply means that you don't have the right product. You throw it away or you give it away. You know what? Actually throw it away, because you know you don't want to go give it to someone else and it might probably not work for their hair. And if it doesn't work, well, you go for the next one. You keep using it 3 months at a time until you find the right one in your cupboards, because I'm sure there is one. And if you finish using all those ones out there and it's still not working, then I will tell you what product to use, because we are spending so much money on hair products that we don't even know if it's good for us. Just because someone told us to use it or we saw it on social media, that does not mean it is good for us. That is why, again, beautiful people, I will continue insisting that it is super important for you to know what is your hair type and what is your hair texture. You might not learn it from me, but there are tons of people on YouTube that are explaining to you what is your hair texture and what is your hair type. Stop wasting money and make your hair happy. I will leave more information in the description box below. If you have any question, any suggestion, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I will be back with more topics next week, but until then, stay blessed and see you soon. Bye.